This time tomorrow, the NFL draft will be underway. And this is my final mock draft for the Tennessee Titans. And in this draft, I did do trades. Hey, how we doing, Titans fans? Thanks for tuning in. Please continue to like, share, and subscribe. I'm almost to 400 subscribers. If you guys can, please give me to 400 by the NFL draft. That would be awesome. That'd make my Thursday even better, guys. So if you're new to the channel, please hit the subscribe button. It really helps out the channel, and I appreciate each and every one of you guys. And help out a fellow Titans fan. Why not, right? Now, let's dive right into this. This draft, I did make a trade. And I don't like doing that because you don't really know how realistic it could be. Obviously, mock drafts, they're all just a what if type of scenario because how realistic can you really be, right? But I did make a trade, and the trade I made was trading our first round pick, which was pick number 7, with the New York Jets, and we acquired their number 10 pick, their third round pick, and we acquired their second round pick next year. Obviously, it doesn't help us out this year, but next year we have an extra second round pick that would be very beneficial to us. But with the now 10th overall pick, I had the Tennessee Titans selecting Rome Odunze. And guys, I really, really like this guy. I've made a video about Tennessee probably walking away with either Alt, Neighbors, or Odunze. And I really like that. Rome is a really good player. I love this guy. In most drafts, he would probably be the number 1 wide receiver prospect. But when you have like Neighbors and Marvin Harrison Jr. in the draft, I mean, this is a star-studded draft in the top 10 picks, right? If we can get a guy like this at number 10, I am very happy. We get a playmaker on the outside who can go up and get the ball. He is phenomenal at contested catches, and that's what his specialty is, to go up and get it. The wide receiver core now, imagine this. We have Rome here with Hopkins and Ridley. That's pretty legit, guys. That's a true wide receiver triple threat right there, a wide receiver trio. And then you have Burks, and maybe Burks is a number 4 for a year, which would happen if this was the pick. And, maybe he can develop if Hopkins were to leave next year. Maybe he slides into a more prominent role. Or maybe we trade him this draft. I don't know, but with Burks being your number 4, man, you could do a lot worse than that. And that might be what's best for him at this point in his career as well. This would absolutely load the offense up with weapons and give Levis just, man, throw it to anybody you want, man. You star-studded cast. I love this pick, especially being able to trade back and still land him. Now, with the second round pick at pick number 38 overall, I took defensive tackle Byron Murphy out of Texas. Pairing this guy up along with pairing this guy up along the defensive line with Jeffrey Simmons is just truly terrifying. Just offenses are going to hate this. And this guy's 6 foot, he's 297, and he ran the 40 in 4.87 seconds. Last year, this guy played in 13 games for a total of just under 400 snaps. I think it was like 397. He had 29 total tackles, 5 sacks, 40 quarterback pressures, which is just absolutely insane. And he has been clocked at 18 miles per hour. This guy is fast. This guy's athletic. He had a 455-pound squat and power clean 375. This guy's a freak. He also made Bruce Feldman's freak list at number 18. And who's the last guy we had nicknamed the Freak in Tennessee? I'll give you a second. Javon Kearse. Love it. His mini helmet is signed behind me as we speak. Javon Kearse is one of my favorite Titans players ever. Now, this guy is an athlete. He can get after the quarterback, and he's an effective run defender. I love the D-line for years to come with this guy paired up with Simmons. I love the combo there. I will take this. With a third round pick at pick number 72 overall, I took offensive tackle Kyron, and this last name, guys, Amegadiji out of Yale. And I probably butchered that. Kyron is 6'5". He's 323 pounds with 36-inch arms and an 85.5-inch wingspan. He has athletic traits here. He has high football IQ, and he can become an elite tackle in the NFL. And I actually love pairing him with offensive line coach Bill Callahan. He ran the 40 in 5.1 seconds, and he's very athletic for his size, and he has very, very, very long arms. This guy could develop into our starting left tackle, and I love the upside here. This guy could be a huge steal. And as I mentioned before, you pair him with old man Callahan there, and this guy could take off. He has the athletic traits. He has the size. You can't teach things like that. And Callahan can teach the fundamentals to him a little better and make this guy be our true left tackle going forward, or maybe he slides in that right. Either way, we do have a left tackle and a right tackle opening. Those will be camp competitions, and most likely right guard will be as well, but I do think Brunskill probably slides back into that. But we do need an offensive tackle in this draft, and having the 3rd round pick from the Jets is able to give us a tackle in the first 3 rounds. With the 4th round pick at number 106 overall, I took safety Jaden Hicks out of Washington State. He's 6'2". He ran the 40 in 4.5 seconds, and he has an exceptionally high football IQ. He has great ball hawking skills while also being aggressive in run support. He's especially good in zone coverage. He can play various positions in the secondary, and he's truly versatile. Last year, he had 64 tackles, 4 pass breakups, 2 interceptions, and gave up a quarterback rating of 75.5 when targeted. He also added in 7 QB pressures and 3 sacks. I think we can get a safety for cheap after the draft, since the free agency market is full of good safeties. Their price is going to come down. We can get them cheaper than they are now. But I do love this guy as a 4th round pick who could be a starter sooner than later. And it doesn't make getting a safety a top priority in free agency, or maybe we get one that isn't a Simmons or someone that's that high, or maybe we still do and let this guy develop for a year or two as a 4th round pick. I love this pick. I would be very happy if we walk out with safety Jaden Hicks. With the 5th round pick at pick number 146, I took linebacker Tommy Eichenberg out of Ohio State. Now, guys, my last mock draft, I selected this guy, and the more I looked into him, the more research I did on him, the more I liked him. He's 22 years old. He's 6'2". He's 233 pounds. He ran the 40 in 4.69 seconds, and I believe he can turn into an every down backer, but at the very least, he's a rotational linebacker who specializes in playing against the run. He could be like what Rashaan Evans was for the Titans, except the Titans aren't spending a 2nd round pick on him. He's an aggressive player who will hit the hole hard, and I love the upside here with a 5th round pick. Absolutely love it. With a 6th round pick at number 182 overall, I took edge defender Jonah Ellis out of Utah. He is 6'2", 248 pounds with a 33-inch arm length and ran the 40 in 4.7 seconds. Last year, he played in 10 games and had 37 total tackles, 3 passes defended, 12 sacks, and 1 forced fumble. This guy can get after the quarterback. He has an explosive first step, very physical in the run game, and he can set the edge. He also has a very wide array of pass rush moves. He has good football IQ and a high motor to go with it. The only knock on this guy is his size, because he's just under 6'2", and he weighs at 248. 6'2" is not short. That's taller than me, and this guy can get with the NFL strength coaches and bulk up. 6'2", when they're saying that, I mean, I'm 5'10". When you say 6'2" short, I mean, come on, that's a pretty well above average height. So, if you're knocking him as he's just a little too short because he's just under 6'2" and 248, get this guy, like I said, with NFL strength coaches, bulk him up to 270, 265, pack on 15 pounds muscle, and this guy, he can do it. These college kids, they're going to college while playing college football. So, you get them in to the NFL where all they do is worry about football and lift and work out. These guys bulk up. We need edge help, and this guy can at least be a rotational edge player for the Tennessee Titans. Now, the Titans have 2 7th-round picks, and with the first pick at number 242, I took tight end A.J. Barner out of Michigan. The Titans have made it pretty clear they want to add a tight end, and whether that's via the draft or free agency, they want to add another tight end or two to the tight end room. They get one here in the 7th round. AJ, he's 6'6", ran the 40 in 4.84 seconds, and weighs in at 251. This guy has a massive frame and is a big target in the passing game while also bringing that big body into the run blocking game as well. He has very good play strength and he excels at going up and getting the contested catches. His play strength translates into the blocking game and he delivers bone-crushing blocks. You put this guy in on third and short, he can either block very well for you, give you that opening for a first down run, or you do a play action and you roll this guy out, you throw that big body target out there just 2 yards away, box out the defender, catch the ball for a first down. I like that this guy in the to get this guy in the 7th round. I love this pick. He isn't the fastest guy here, and that's his knock. He has long strides, takes a while to get going. I think he could be the tight end 3 behind Chig and Wiley. Last year, he had 22 catches for 249 yards and 1 touchdown. Like I said, 7th round pick here. If you get your tight end 3 out of it, I'll take that all day long. With the last pick at number 252, I took edge defender Gabriel Murphy out of UCLA. He is 6'2", weighs 257, and ran the 40 in 4.68 seconds. His specialty is rushing the passer, and he is athletic and possesses good agility and change of direction. He also has a high motor. He's flexible, which allows him to utilize his swim move, which he's very good with. He had 38 total tackles, 2 passes defended, and 8 sacks last year. He would have had a good chance to make the team, he would have a good chance to make the team this year because of the lack of depth that the Titans have at edge, and he would be a nice rotational player. Those are the picks that I have, guys. Now, my only knock on this draft, this mock draft, is that we didn't get an offensive tackle within the first 2 picks. But trading back with the Jets allowed us to acquire a 3rd round pick, which we then used to draft our tackle in this class. If the Titans do not do that, they need to take an offensive tackle within the first 2 picks. That's a must. We have to walk out of this draft with an offensive tackle in the first 2 rounds, unless we trade back and acquire more picks. But like I said, I'm not for trading back. This one worked out because we were able to grab Rome. But guys, the odds of that happening are slim. I don't think he falls at 10. I think his the lowest he could probably fall is 9, maybe 8. I think the Jets snag him at pick 10 if he's there for sure. People have, so maybe 10 is the latest he can go. But so there's a possibility the draft's full of surprises. I think 4 quarterbacks go in the top 6. I've been pretty adamant about that. So maybe there's a chance he does fall to 10. I don't know. The draft, it's full of unknown. There's going to be shockers. There's going to be surprises. There's going to be guys wanting, I heard right before I started making this video that T. Higgins wants out. And so does Trey Hendrickson from the Bengals. So who knows? One of those guys maybe could get dealt during the draft. Bengals don't usually trade, but, maybe they do. A lot of surprises happen in the draft, like when Tennessee traded A.J. Brown, which sucks, but it happened. Trades happen more and more with the NFL, especially nowadays. But guys, let me know what you think down below. Do you agree with me? We need to get a tackle in the first 2 rounds if we do not trade back. And do you also agree with me? We should not trade back. Or are you all for it? You want to trade back. You want to get as many picks as possible because you do think this is a deep draft, which it is a deep draft, but it's also star-studded in the first half. So guys, let me know what you think down below. I will be doing a video with a Titans draft pick tomorrow once we select it, and I'm looking forward to it. And as always, guys, tighten up.